Hello dear children, from chapter number 13, Surface Areas and Volumes, we have started solving the solved examples from the chapter. In the previous video lesson, we solved few examples and today we are going to solve few more from chapter number 13. So this is example 6. A juice seller was serving his customers using glasses. The inner diameter of the cylindrical glass was 5 cm, but the bottom of the glass had a hemispherical raised portion which reduced the capacity of the glass. If the height of a glass was 10 cm, find the apparent capacity of the glass and its actual capacity. Let's first try drawing the diagram for the sum so that it will be easy for us to understand this. So a juice seller was serving his customer into the glass which is cylindrical in shape. Alright. The inner diameter of the glass is given to us, which is 5 cm, and we have been given that this cylindrical glass has a hemispherical raised at the bottom like this, and the total height of the glass is given to us as 10 cm. What we have to find is what is the apparent capacity and what is the actual capacity of the glass. Now apparent capacity means what? When you look at the glass, how much capacity you observe. So by looking at the glass, for us the apparent capacity is equal to the volume of the glass, and volume of the glass is volume of a cylinder. Alright, so let's first find out this, and if I have to find out the actual capacity, what it would be? The actual capacity of the glass will be volume of the cylindrical glass minus volume of the hemispherical raised inside the glass. Alright, let's first find out volume of cylinder, and for that we need the diameter which is given to us as 5 cm. So the radius will be 2.5 cm. Height of the cylinder is 10 cm which is given to us. So the volume of the cylinder is given by the formula pi r square h. If we substitute the values, we get 3.14 into 2.5 the whole square into 10. If you simplify this, it is 3.14 into 2.5 into 2.5 into 10. Square of 2.5 is 6.25. So 3.14 into 6.25 into 10. If you multiply this, your answer is 196.25 centimeter cube, which is the volume of the cylinder. Let's now find out volume of a hemisphere, and to find out volume of a hemisphere we need its radius, which is given to us as 2.5 centimeter, and volume of the hemisphere is given by the formula 2 by 3 pi r cube. Let's substitute the values. 2 by 3 into 3.14 into 2.5 the whole cube. So 2 by 3 into 3.14 into 2.5 into 2.5 into 2.5, and cube of 2.5 is 15.62. So 2 by 3 into 3.14 into 15.62. If you multiply this, your answer is 32.7 centimeter cube, which is the volume of the hemisphere. So we have calculated volume of a cylinder, we have calculated volume of a hemisphere. So now we'll get the values which we want. So apparent capacity of the glass is volume of a cylinder, which we have calculated as 196.25 centimeter cube. And the actual capacity of the glass is volume of cylinder minus volume of hemisphere. If we substitute the values, 196.25 minus 32.7, and we get the value as 163.54 centimeter cube. that is the actual capacity of the glass. So we got the values as apparent capacity of the glass as 196.25 centimeter cube and the actual capacity of the glass is 163.54 centimeter cube. So the actual capacity of the glass is reduced because of the hemispherical raised inside the glass. Understood? Okay, now moving to the next sum. Next is example 7 and the sum is a solid toy is in the form of hemisphere which is surmounted by a right circular cone. The height of the cone is 2 centimeter and the diameter of the base is 4 centimeter. Determine the volume of the toy. If the right circular cylinder circumscribes the toy, find the difference of the volumes of the cylinder and the toy. So this is a kind of a sum which we have solved in exercise 15.2. So I hope you will understand the sum easily and will be able to solve it. Let's first try drawing the diagram for the sum. We are given that the toy is in the form of a hemisphere and this hemisphere is surmounted by a right circular cone. The height of the cone is 2 centimeter and the diameter of the base of the cone is 4 centimeter. Then we are given that the right circular cylinder circumscribes this toy. So it will be like this, alright. And what we have to find out is the volume of the toy and the difference of the volume of the cylinder and the toy. So to find volume of the toy, it will be volume of a cone plus volume of hemisphere. So let's find out one by one. Let's first find out volume of a cone. For that we are given the height of the cone as 2 centimeter, diameter of the cone as 4 centimeter. So its radius is 2 centimeter and the formula to find volume of a cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. If we substitute the values here, we get 1 by 3 pi into 2 square into 2. And if you solve it, you get 8 pi upon 3 centimeter cube. That is volume of a cone. Alright. Now we need to find the difference of the volumes of cylinder and the toy. So for that we need to find out volume of cylinder also. Now for volume of cylinder we need its diameter. Diameter is 4 centimeter given to us. So its radius will be 2 centimeter. Now height of the cylinder is equal to height of the cone plus the radius of the hemisphere. Alright, because height of the hemisphere and radius of the hemisphere will be the same. So we get the total height as 2 plus 2, which is 4 centimeter. That is the height of the cylinder. So now finding volume is easy. Volume of cylinder is pi r square h. If we substitute the values, we get 3.14 into 2 square into 4. So 3.14 into 4 into 4 and we get the value as 50.24 centimeter cube, which is volume of the cylinder. And therefore now the difference of the volumes will be volume of cylinder minus volume of toy. Let us substitute the values. Volume of cylinder is 50.24. Volume of toy is 25 minus 12. If you subtract this, you get the value as 25.12 centimeter cube, and that is the difference of the volumes of the cylinder and the toy. Hence your answer is difference of the volume is 25.12 centimeter cube. Alright, so step by step if you go on solving the sum, you get the correct answer. Moving to the next sum, this is example 9. Selvi's house has an overhead tank which is in the shape of a cylinder. So the tank is in the shape of a cylinder. This is filled by pumping water from a sump and underground tank which is in the shape of a cuboid. So the underground tank is in the shape of a cuboid, and from this cuboidal tank the water is filled into cylindrical tank which is overhead. Okay, the sump has dimension 1.57 meter by 1.44 meter by 95 centimeter. So length, breadth and height of the cuboidal tank is given to us. Length is 1.57 meter, breadth is 1.44 meter and height is 95 centimeter. Alright, the overhead tank has radius which is 60 centimeter and the height of this tank is given to us as 95 centimeter. So see, while reading the sum we have made the diagram. What we are asked is find the height of the water which is left in the sump after the overhead tank has been completely filled with water from the sump which had been full. Okay, and we also have to compare the capacity of the tank with that of the capacity of the cuboidal tank. We have to consider value of pi as 3.14. Alright, so all the specifications we have done, we have drawn the diagram, we have written the measurements there. Let's start solving the sum now. So the volume of water left in the cuboidal sump after filling the overhead tank will be equal to volume of cuboidal sump minus volume of the cylindrical tank. Alright, now let's find out volume of cuboidal sump. We are given length as 1.57 meter, breadth as 1.44 meter and the height is given in centimeter, that is 95 centimeter. But we have to convert this into meter. So 95 into 1 upon 100 meter and we get the answer as 0.95 meter. Volume of the sump which is cuboidal in shape is given by the formula length into breadth into height. Let's substitute the values. So 1.57 into 1.44 into 95 and we get the answer as 2.147 meter cube. Alright, now volume of the overhead tank which is cylindrical in shape. For that we are given the height as 95 centimeter. So let's convert this into meter. So when you will convert this into meter, it is 0.95 meter. We are given the radius as 60 centimeter. So 60 into 1 upon 100 meter, that is 0.6 meter is the radius of the tank. Now volume of overhead tank which is cylindrical in shape is pi r square h. Let's substitute the values. So pi into 0.6 square into 0.95. So if you solve it, we get 0.342 pi meter cube. So we have calculated the volume of the cuboidal tank. We have calculated the volume of the overhead tank. Alright. Now look at this. If we substitute the value of pi here, we get 0.342 into 3.14 and your answer is 1.074 meter cube. So this is the volume of overhead tank. Alright. Now our formula which we made, volume of water left in the cuboidal sump after filling the tank is volume of cuboidal sump minus volume of cylindrical tank. If we substitute the values, we get 2.147 minus 1.073. If you subtract this, your answer is 1.073 meter cube. So the volume of the tank will be 1.073 meter cube. Alright, so not very easy, but you have to understand the sum and then keep solving stepwise. Children, I have not solved question number 4, 5 and 8 because this is your assignment, this is your homework. Please try solving these 3 sums and I'm sure you'll be able to do it because we have taken a lot of practice of different type of sums from this chapter. So complete your homework and see you all in the next video lesson. Till then, bye and take care.